So how do you respond when your buttons get pushed? When somebody at work says something and you find yourself thinking, how did they mean that? Or why did they say that? Or what was that look for? Or when a family member says something and they usually know just what button to push, right? They know the thing because they've known you the longest, and suddenly it's like, if I say this to her, she's going to react that way, and then we won't have to do that thing that she wants to do. Any and all of those things can be the things that cause our buttons to be pushed. Hi, I'm Mary Elizabeth Murphy, and I have spent my life struggling with the topic of pushed buttons. My mother said to me when I was young, "Why do you let people push your buttons?" And little did I know that that was going to be the beginning of my life's pursuit of trying to figure out what happens not only when our buttons get pushed, but how to reset them. See, the thing is, it's not about a button being pushed or what someone else has done. It's about what happens internally when the button gets pushed. So I can't change other people's behaviors. I can't make them stop pushing my buttons. They're going to continue to push our buttons. People are just doing what they do. They are who they are. And in the act of them being who they are, they push buttons. So here's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about what do you need to do when a button gets pushed. How do you recognize that a button's been pushed? Because that's the first step. It's the slow down, take a beat, pause, and notice that something's happened. I feel different. I'm thinking different. I have a sense of something that's different, and it doesn't feel good. Because most often when a button gets pushed, it's usually around the negative. It took 7 years to write the book, Reset Your Buttons, and for 10 years we've been working with the model in the world, with our clients, with other people, through the different products that we have. And we get feedback, real life feedback, and questions. And through that time, it's allowed me to continue to develop more product, more information, more education, better understanding of, well, what really does happen when a button gets pushed. So when I first started talking about recognize, which is what we were just talking about now, it was just recognize that sensation, the hair on the back of your neck, or your heart starting to beat a little bit faster. Well, now I can tell you what's really happening, because there's actually chemical cascades that are happening within our bodies when a button gets pushed. So it's been fun, and I'm glad my mother used to say, "Why do you let people push your buttons?" And I guess I'm glad that I got buttons pushed, because it's now allowed me to have this body of work, if you will, that lets me help other people to learn how to reset your buttons. And I'm glad you're here, and I hope you continue to join us.